Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Slot man moves right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Brady. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Finding space at the 40. Still on his feet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Brady now to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. This one left side caught by Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Brady. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Back to the ground with Gibson. A beautiful fake. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's straight.
They give to Ingram up the middle. And this time
I ain't
they
never
were
get to
ready
like
for
just
him as they'll
PBT,
stop him
but I
right
like
at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I ain't never really get
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You got this. Hey, set. Hey, 66. Alert. We need this. Let's do it. Alpha. Shadow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Ingram again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now they send a man in motion right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second down, here's Chubb again. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Faking the give, now Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They go with Chubb on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try to run it, try to keep the defense honest.
And you also just sit back there to throw it on the down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
On 1st down, Watson.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To the air yet again, Watson. Past the 20.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The final shot before half for Brady. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A give running right is Chubb. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The slot man in motion right. Brady now on 1st down.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Terry McLaurin.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had gotten a lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Watson off play action. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. Got it open. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got on the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Brady going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more effectiveness because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end to Njoku. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Browns. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Slot man moves right. From the 27, Brady. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Brady to throw. Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 68 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. They run it again with Chubb. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 35 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Room here to run. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. In motion comes the tight end left. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Mark Ingram. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Gibson again, and he is going to lose yardage here. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.